welcome to week 7. It's week 7. We're getting into October here. This week we will start up on chapter 14. So chapter 14 is a long one. It's actually 2 whole weeks. So this will be the next 2 weeks, so week 7 and 8. And so we'll see chapter 14. It's about acids and bases. They do a lot of chemistry. And I do want to know one important thing is when we get into here, and you see we're going to start talking about weak acids. That's an equilibrium application. So we're going to be using the ideas from chapter 13, kind of generically talking about equilibrium and applying them to a very particular type of chemical reaction, namely acids and bases reacting with water to kind of affect the water solution, characterizing waters, how much acids are affecting water solutions. So there are ice tables. I'm going to tell you right now. So if you're having issues with ice tables from last week, I encourage you to try to talk to me or something else. Let's try to get that figured out because they're not going away. We're just going to keep using them for a while. So I want to be mindful of that. We are doing a lab from chapter 13 this week, the determining Kc. So this is just purely equilibrium, looking at a reaction and trying to figure out what the value of Kc is. So we've used Kc a lot, right? Like in doing ice tables, right? We use equilibrium constants. So now we'll actually see what it takes to determine the value of an equilibrium constant to figure it out. And I also want to note, we're doing the chapter 13 participation follow-up. So this will be on Wednesday, again at the start of lab, then we'll move to the lab afterwards where we will actually do the lab. So determining, we'll do Kc afterwards, but this is going to follow from the chapter 13 participations. So basically that's the week 5 and 6 participations, so everything we've done since exam 1. If you have any questions about anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, acids and bases is pretty fun, pretty cool, very fundamental chemistry, important for just about everything. Oh, the other thing, I forgot. I want to. Some of y'all have this additional resource folder at the bottom. I do want to note that if you look in there, there is reference information in there. You're gonna need this reference information. So when you're going to do, I have a table of reference information that I'm going to be using in my examples, and I'm assuming that when you're working the participation questions that you have access to these reference tables as well. So the reference information is there in the additional resource folder. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have fun.